Okay. So, just change over to using my not good bow and the shock arrows. And let's talk. Let's do this. Let's ride on his back. Glad to see you're ready to go, Link. Wah! Swink, swink, swing. Are you ready for this? Do you have your Zora armor and enough shock arrows? I'm ready. Wonderful. You never cease to amaze, Link. Now then, let us go and appease that Divine Beast as one. Here we go. Woo. Gaze upon the Divine Beast's back. Yeah. Which I can definitely do from this level. Anyway, do you see those growing pink orbs? You will need to shoot each of them with a shock arrow. With your Zora armor, you now have the ability to ascend waterfalls. So I shall take you right up to the side of the Divine Beast, and from there you can swim up and take aim. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Now hurry up and get on my back. Ride me! Good answer. Let's get going. Okay, here we go. Ride me is a quote from Narnia, I believe. Ha! I am unstoppable in the water. Ruta is responding to our presence. I'll move away and wait for an opening. I'll keep going at full speed. It's up to you to ward off Ruta's attacks. Are you ready? Divine Beast Vah Ruta will undoubtedly use its ancient and mysterious powers against us. That includes hurling giant ice blocks that we will need to watch out for. I shall leave those to you. I remember the first time I did this. I used arrows. And I've basically paused it right now. Using the arrows it works. It wasn't too bad. It was a bit tricky. You really have to lead your shots. And then I think I saw somebody else using Cryonis, because I guess it's the same tech Sheikah stuff, which means you can just use this and then break it. Ooh. And it's relatively much easier. Swim upward. Also, you can totally. Hey. You can also totally do like 2 at a time, especially if you have enough stamina. But you know what? I like this one. So I'm going to not try and like beat this as soon as possible. This isn't like a 100% speed run or something. I mean, I would have already failed if this was a speed run. Any shock arrows? I got so many shock arrows, Sidon. You wouldn't believe. I got more than 20. There we go. And you gotta like aim upwards a little. There you go. And get on. Watch that ice. And the lack of motion controls. The one time I would prefer having some motion controls for doing some finagling. It's alright. Yeah, and you again, because it's sort of a scripted sequence, you automatically bring up your glider. You don't have to press anything. Come on. Hey, there we go. I don't want to be too close to the ice. Oh, there's so much ice. Ooh. Oh no. That block doesn't need to be there. Down.
Shock arrows ready?
Yeah. I think at least once, maybe even twice, I've had it where, because Sidon will kind of just like hang around in the area that, on the side that you're already on, sort of thing. Like, if you miss the waterfall, it will go between the two. Wow, that was astounding, what a thrill. And I had it where I'd already done the orbs on that side, but Sidon wasn't going around to the other side, so I just had to go up there and glide to the other side of the Divine Beast to shoot the arrows. Though thankfully that's only happened once. Maybe twice. I don't know. Link, look! The water spouting from Ruta has slowed down! Ruta is floating higher now. You wanted to venture inside, right? I'll bring you closer. We're counting on you, hero. Do good work in there. So positive. I wonder where that green reflection's coming from. Suspicious lighting.
Well, Link, here we are. Looks like this is where the real work starts. Best of luck. Nice job cutting off the water flow from this Divine Beast.
Wish I could sound as good as he does. Also really highlights just how Prince Sidon is taller than you.
I'll see you back at Zora's domain. Farewell.
Farewell.
Finish the job.
Is the Divine Beast like standing on something, or is it like just constantly pushing itself upward with like water jets underneath? Again, doesn't really matter. I guess it's just to sort of point out that like the beast is now above water, which means when you go inside, it's not underwater. I assume. Anyway. Yeah, there's kind of like water coming out from around the bottom. Oh, now we get to hear Mipha.
You're here.
I am here.
I must say that I am so happy to see that this day has finally arrived.
She's very quiet.
Now, Ruta can be freed of Ganon's control.
Might even up the volume there while she's talking.
You'll need a map to prevent you from getting lost.
At least the subtitles. Yep, that's where you get the map.
The guidance stone there contains the information that you will need.
Cool. No, we're in. We only needed 4 shock arrows. Ooh. Wow. What do I? These little. No, actually, hold on. If you don't already know, the ancient shields will just reflect those things automatically. No parrying needed. But I think Daruk's protection will get in the way of that, and then I don't really need to waste a fancy block. It's not out of the water yet. There we go.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Don't give up.
I won't, but thank you. Wonder how well that eyeball can see underwater. It didn't seem to be seeing me all that well, actually, because it was kind of not looking at me, but whatever. Yeah, this, I think, is just an ancient material, maybe? It's an ancient spring. Now we gotta do this thing that we've only really had to do in like a handful, like there's maybe 5 times in the game max I can think of that you need it. Like Hyrule Castle, optionally, that shrine, maybe another shrine, and this Divine Beast. Which is a bit of a shame. It feels like some of these runes were a little underutilized. But hey, I mean, I barely used Magnesis when I played this originally. And now, trying to do this 3 heart challenge, it does, it comes in handy for combat against various mini bosses. So who knows? Maybe there are some ways where I'm not using Cryonis when I could be.
You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast.
Oh, she sounds a little louder now.
You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
Oh, thanks. Maybe she was just a little sleepy before. She's been asleep for 100 years. And she's like, oh, Link's here. Gotta wake up. Or maybe the audio is just a little off. I think there's another little guardian doobly-doo here. This is a bigger one. Now what have I got? Ah. Oh, that was unnecessary. Should have just let it hit me. Whoop. Can we do it in time? I don't think we did in time. We did not do it in time. Alright, never mind. I do remember being confused by this one for a while. It's like, okay, the water level, and it's coming out of there. How do you stop it? There we go. And then I think just using Cryonis nearby, just sort of looking around, it's like, oh, that bit is Cryonisable.
There are 3 terminals remaining. You can do it.
Again, I feel like there aren't many situations where it's made obvious that, like, yeah, you can totally Cryonis moving water. So I think I want that moving. Let's go around. Let's clear up this bit here. Oh yeah, so this is like the first time I remember seeing one of these things, and I was so confused because shooting this did nothing. And then I think I threw a bomb, and I must have accidentally hit that eyeball, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess you gotta use bombs to stop it. And then, like, you know, I found another one, and I chucked a bomb at it, and nothing happened, because that one wasn't near its eyeball. It took me way too long to figure out, like, oh, there's an eyeball, I hit that, and, yeah. Instead, I was just like, I don't understand this enemy. I mean, it's still a little bit weird that, like, it makes a goopy noise when you shoot it, but nothing happens, but anyway. We learn, we move on, we spin this doobly-doo. I think this is spinning the wrong way to what I want, really. Is it? Not that it has to be going the other way. Oh wait, is this spinning the wrong way? Shoot, maybe it's not spinning the wrong way. There is one way where it is easier, but it is definitely not, like, impossible either way. Actually, yeah, I think I did want it going the other way. Yeah, let's just turn it around this way now. So again, in another example of stasis kind of behaving how you expect, but also not. Yeah, if you have it spin the other way, you kind of have to jump into this while it's on an angle, and then, you know, the door closes on you whilst you're in there, but it's okay because you're already in there.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're nearly there.
But again, first time I did that, didn't realize that would happen. Well, this one isn't too hard to get. What's this? Is this really going to save much time? Save a little bit of time. And stasis that there. Again, you don't really have to change the direction at all. You can just wait for it to come around, but I'm being somewhat impatient. Alrighty. There's also at least one chest around here, but I never really bothered to get it. So this is the only time where I think you need, wow. I think just having it spin the other way is the only time you need it for this spinning in this direction. You go over here, and that kinda brings you up. Nah, I'll get on this one. Here. There we go. Didn't waste a Daruk thing. Didn't even need to do a flurry rush. I just didn't want to get hit. And now we can get back up here easily because we can swim up waterfalls. What do we do now? Okay, now put that all the way down. Wait for it to land. Now we can get all. I think there's just like an ancient screw in that chest. Something pretty minor. But there is a doobly-doo. Doobly-doo? Is that too far? Oh, that's way too far. Alright. Ah, well. Ah, really? Mate. Ah, this went all wrong. Ah, I'm falling in the goo again. Alright. I just want to try and drop a bomb onto it. Mostly so I wouldn't have to deal with that. Alright, let's bring it back up. Ooh. In my efforts to save time, I have in fact not saved time. Which is unfortunately a pretty common thing. Ooh. Come on, Link. Gotta get in that door. We gotta wait for this again. I'm not sure if I just heard a knock at the door. It actually didn't sound like it was at our door. One of our neighbors is moving out, so there's been a bit of like just kind of noise in general as they presumably dismantle things. Anyway, this is another slightly awkward physicsy part. Gotta get around to this side, but then whenever it stops, you kind of like get launched a little bit. Kind of want to wedge yourself in there. Thankfully there's a like backing board there for if you do slide, you shouldn't just go flying off. I gotta make it go up more, eh? See? Like that. Just like that. The OHS of this is terrible. Terrible OHS. Oh jeez. It's fine, we're up here.
Just one terminal remaining. I have faith in you.
Thanks, Mipha. So pretty sure. So there's a chest over there, and then an eyeball over here, and unfortunately you gotta hit that eye. Oh wait, where's the eyeball? There it is. You gotta hit that eyeball. Oh, that was lucky. You gotta hit that eyeball in order to free up that chest, which I'm pretty sure it has like a bunch of ice arrows, which, you know, they're always useful. Alright, and then we just sail on into the brain. Oop. Now we want to get rid of this so that we can open up this thing and get rid of that thing. This is pretty fun. I mean, it's not like it's the most amazing piece of interaction in a game ever, but there is something about it that's just really fun to just like spin a bunch of gears and see stuff happening. Did I get it at the right angle? Hey, I've done this too many times, clearly. Okay, last terminal.
You activated
I
all
did.
the terminals. Now you can start the main control
I
unit.
can.
There should be a new glowing mark on your map.
There is.
Head there.
I
Be
will.
careful not to let your guard down.
I won't. Thanks, Mipha. I think this is just a spear. And not even a... Well, it's okay. And then I think this thing over... I shouldn't have got enough thing. Will I make it? I think this is a gold ruby. I think. Good. Just... silver ruby. That's so good. Are there more chests? I don't know. Actually, can you walk around the edges? I've never tried. Never even really noticed that this was kind of walkable. That's pretty neat. Also seems like... camera. I wanna see... Is there anything on the outside here? Never even bothered to look. Exploring. Anything? I mean, it's always one of those things where I'm like, well, this has physics. Like, there's clearly a big old spot that like isn't that hard to get to with you know, just normally walking around. I don't feel like I'm breaking anything. Ooh. I wonder if there's something more in the middle, something that you wouldn't be able to normally see. What's that? That's a tail. Ooh, nothing? What? Nothing down there? Alright, fine. I mean, we'll check some more. We'll check one more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. We did the thing, I checked the stuff. Cool. Let's call that an episode. We will fight Water Blight Ganon on the next one. And I will have had some healies. Alright. Catch you next one, Mum. Love you.